Moving my troops back to France. They don't get exiled when we piece the Spanish out. Okay, that's a big fight going on. We should probably reinforce this because they're going to go for Malaga. Let's do this. Time for some pew pew pew, especially because this is now a defensive battle because we control Malaga. Spain's running away, but Portugal's running into it. They're taking 1,000 a tick. They're on a -2. We have 109 discipline versus my 111. 5.3 morale versus my 6.4. They do have Swiss Guard modifiers, because those are mercenaries. They are drilled. They have no cavalry, though, so no flanking whatsoever. And we demolish them. I don't understand why my army is as good as it is. This is not the first time I've said that. Native uprising? That's possible? That's also very annoying. Right, I'm going to allow you to force march up to there. I doubt you will make it, but hey, we're going to try. Country modifiers, native uprising chance. It is 50%. Okay. So I needed the 2,000 men that were over here to actually be sitting on that colony. Well, now I know. More converting to be done? Yes, please. Okay, that's been taken. You guys killed the rebels. Come on, Spain. Still no. Huh. I'll have to demand less from the Spanish. There's not a chance I'm going to make that stop force marching. Very annoying, because I want this province to finish developing, and it's getting really, really close, so that I can actually start exploding into the rest of Africa. Didn't destroy the colony, but they did knock out like 400 settlers. Ouch. That sucks. So the Lithuanians and Stettin and the Austrians fighting here. Stettin, Austria, more of Austria. And they won. The Spanish backed off. Okay, so we are currently safely in France. So let's go and see what deal we can make with the Spanish. So Benguela, I'm not as interested in. Befada. Luanda. Just too much. Great Karoo is the one where they're just like, no. Alright, so we'll leave you with the Great Karoo for now, and we'll probably come back for it again in the future. Or we could just say Befada's not as critical. And go for Karoo instead. Nope, you still say no. It's a lot closer though, so we just need to... Well, I don't really want to fight them anymore. Because I've already withdrawn my armies. Oh yeah, I definitely could. I just don't know how much I really want to invest in this conflict, although it's not really cost me anything. And also Spain's not the primary... We haven't co-belligerized Spain. The other thing we could do is take land in, like, Indonesia. Which would allow me to get a jumping off point. No, because I wouldn't be able to core it. Oh no, it's not. But this gives me access to areas which are... So having Luanda would allow me to get into Congo. Although that being said, I'm coming around through here, so it's not necessarily critical. That one I think is more important. And that actually allows me to get Karoo. Oh, here we go. That's the deal I need to make. So we'll take Befada. Can we take those? No. I'm happy with this. And they'll even pay me some money. So that's Spain out. And we have some coring to do. And then we need to turn you lot around to then go after the Portuguese. And part of the assault on the Portuguese is you lot. Need to jump in the ship and then sail down to the Caribbean. Now, you don't need to be blockading this whole section quite so aggressively. And piecing Spain out also means that we're going to have an easier time against Portugal. War score against them will count for more, because this is just Portugal now. So against the Portuguese, we definitely want these three. Definitely want you. And we want you. Oh, they would actually accept this now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the whole of Cuba. So it turns out that Portugal is a heck of a lot easier to piece out than Spain. No, I don't have any colonies in Upper Florida. The only bit I'd be tempted by would be this, but I do want them to have a presence in various places in America, because that'll allow my colonial nations to do something. Don't want any of those. You know what? I'm actually perfectly happy with this. I've already achieved all of my objectives. I don't need Jamaica, not when I have Cuba. Canada, Spain and Portugal get pissed off, but that's it. I don't care about them. Done. Okay. Oh, hold on. Ah, shoot. Started coring this stuff and I shouldn't have. So the stuff that I want to core... You. Not you. Not you. 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 No. 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 Yes. Yes. No. 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 Yes. 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 No. Yes. 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 Okay, and the reason for that is because I want to convert the territories in Cuba first of all, so that when we actually establish our Caribbean colony, it is Protestant. Oh hey, we can found our Indian Trade Company, which will get us another merchant, global trade power, and also 200 ducats. Sounds good to me. And how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no! I'm one province short of getting my merchant here. Oh well, once we have a colonial nation, we can start doing colonial wars for the Caribbean, so it'll be okay. And you no longer need to transport that army to the Caribbean. Actually, yes you do. Because we're definitely going to have uprisings there. Okay, so we need to establish more goods produced. We need more local ventures. Taxes, sailors and manpower. Probably also good. Well, you know, good old-fashioned trade power. Especially there and there. And then let's take a look at buildings. Get a couple of cathedrals going. Stock exchanges. Lubeck didn't have a stock exchange? What? Okay. That should get us some more income linked out there. And now I need another rival. So we can choose between France and Mamelukes, Poland or Vigy. Mamelukes have also rivaled us, so we'll choose them. Okay, and there we go. One anti-sieging down and looting the rest of the provinces. I didn't really want to take the manpower losses for that. Although again, didn't really struggle. I lost a grand total of 2,000 manpower in that entire war. I would say that was pretty successful. I could get them to transfer the whole of the Carabas, but again, this is all hearkening to my status quo methodology. I don't want to take everything, because I want these guys to still be a valid threat in the future. Although that is rapidly becoming less and less of a problem, as we just kind of saw. Right, let's go and send you lot back to Mittel Jutland. Zunj Company, Kutai Company, Yucatan Company, Mosquito Coast Company, Muskogee Mercenaries. Army organizers died. Okay, we need to replace you. Discipline, that sounds good. And are we not going to be able to? Yes, we could promote you. Cost us 500. We'll do so. And we have 2 merchants. Okay. Where do we want them? Maybe the White Sea, maybe Kiev. There's actually a lot of money flowing through Kiev right now. North Sea is already done. You Caribbean is. I mean, actually, we probably want one in Mexico, because we're about to establish ourselves in Mexico. So we'll have one of you transferring there. Then I think the other one is going to be Aden or Coromandel. There's a heck of a lot more money in Coromandel. So let's transfer you and push you down into not Aden. Ah, yes, and I also want to train some more infantry units here, so that we can have a force guarding the colony. The term is up for Wilfried Schubert, and with enough support he can stay in office, but then he must defeat his 3 primary competitors. So we are at 86 Republican tradition, he's 60. I don't think I necessarily want to keep him around any longer. The thing that we are lacking on most right now, admin power, definitely. So let's go with bureaucrat. 54-year-old. And it's going to be some time before we can afford to course some more. Are the years 1600 to 1800 really important to learn? Because my first game ever failed in 1600. 7 corruption? It's not that high. Transferring right to Lubeck is better than losing half the value in Rhineland. I'm not actually collecting in Lubeck, I'm collecting in English Channel. Where I have 74%. So what's happening right now is I'm transferring to Lubeck, then Lubeck to English Channel. Rhineland's pushing there. And then from Lubeck it's pushing into English Channel. So every step that you can add increases value from trade steering. And a whole bunch of the money from Saxony is being pushed into Rhineland at the moment. Well, you're not wrong. That is kind of being gobbled up here because we only control 38% of it. So yeah, in the future we probably do want to have somebody in Saxony, so we can start pushing it into Lubeck and then from Lubeck into English Channel. You're not wrong. However, not really having any money shortages. Kilwan separatists still causing problems. Go away! And yeah, we have a bucket load of conversions to do now, but Cuba is by far and away the most important to get converted at this point, because we want to get that colonial nation going as soon as possible. And in fact, we do want to start Guane coring so that we can use it to go after Kokomes. In fact, we have imperialism, we can do it already. Well then, they have no allies. Time to jump on the ships and get going. So we're going to go and declare war on Kokomes right now. And we'll jump off and take a cab so that we have a place to dock our ships. Then we can retreat immediately if we absolutely have to. It's a very good idea to try and establish a beachhead if you can. Swellendam. You're in South Africa. We'll start quarrying you. Okay. And we should see a lot of our colonial partners joining us in this fight. And this is effectively going to be a second colonial nation. We're really expanding quickly. Benin's having problems. Are you guys going to move to Benin for me? I don't think you will, actually. The other thing we should do in Africa is build a bunch more forts to deal with the rebel uprisings, because there's going to be a lot. Right, our armies down here can withdraw back. Ah, we're stuck here. Great. And I don't think I have any transports in this area. You would be the nearest. So we'll send you over to oh no, we won't, because we're going to need you to go jumping over here to kill these guys. Because I don't think my colonials will help with that. So we'll just need to leave these in France awkwardly for a little bit. Conversion done. Right, I want to start converting Gurane, if I can find it. There we go. Let's start working on Cuba. Is it wise to collect money in more nodes or just in one? 90% of the time you should only collect in one node. Because if you collect in multiple, then you get some pretty massive penalties to the amount of money you're collecting. And that's going to be especially important if, like me, you have a bunch of merchants. So, for example, I'm currently collecting in the English Channel. And as part of collecting in the English Channel, I am getting this bonus. You can see transfer from Baltic Sea, Ivory Coast, Lubeck, Rhineland, North Sea, Novgorod, Champagne, etc. 10% trade power from each and every single trade node. That is probably adding up to 160%. In fact, it's not probably. It is adding up to 160% because that is not 150. Because that is 15 merchants. You lose that advantage if you're collecting in 2 locations at once, or 3 locations, or however many. You have to be collecting in just 1 location to get that transfer from bonus, which massively increases your trade power in this node. Furthermore, if you are collecting in other nodes, they also suffer a penalty of like 80%, I think. It's like 79 or something like that, to their trade power, just as a native penalty. So even if it feels like it would be quite lucrative collecting in multiple, 90% of the time it's not. There are a few exceptions. For example, if you are playing as France, and you have lots of power in the English Channel, lots of power in Genoa, then maybe you would want to collect in both of those. Simply because both of those nodes are so powerful. Or if you're up against a whole ton of competition and you need to split your trade up, then maybe. But generally it's a much better idea to concentrate your efforts. Played Castile but couldn't keep my hands off the colonizer button, drowned in debt. Yeah, you need to be a little bit careful about that. But there are ways of mitigating it. The main thing is just don't have too many colonists going at once. You can have generally 1 colony per colonist, plus maybe 1, possibly 2 on the state of, depending on the state of your economy. Like going beyond that, each one increases in cost exponentially, so you don't want to go much over the number of colonists you have. Right, who's not earning me a lot of money? You know what, Coromandel is not actually earning me a ton. So I'm going to recall you, and we're going to put you in Saxony, because I do think that was a very good idea. Oh, we'll need to wait the 60 days for them to return. Fine. And we can cause some stuff again. Kilwan separatists. Still causing problems here, though we're about to kill them, so it's fine. Goodbye. Alright, where do we want to core next? Natal? Natal would be good. Guantanamo's in Cuba, so we don't want to do Guantanamo. So is Baracoa. Mozambique is the only other one. So once we have 22 more admin, well, next month, we can get Mozambique. And then we're good. Oh, I see, it's under threat right now. Right, then you two can move up there, and we'll merge you together once you arrive. And we should probably start doing some more constructions. So we go to the States, we go to the trade company income. So we did the production efficiency everywhere, right? Yes. Ooh, no, we did not. Well, that's a mistake. What? Why is this not working? Ah, there we go. Anything else? Trade power. Those are already done. And now we're at money. Okay. $408 ducats income from trade. Alright, you are done. So we're going to go ahead and transfer trade power here. Sending 9.5. So what's that going to transfer into? 408.1 becomes 416. So added another 8 ducats from doing that. Okay, that's a good suggestion. Seeing as we own 32% of the trade there anyway. Cool. Ah, you've landed. Let's split you in half and send you to attack. Oh, I can't send you there. Why not? Weird. Send in just the artillery so we can get the siege going faster. And I'm expecting that we'll start seeing some of our colonials come to assist soon as well. I almost completely forgot we were actually at war. I've seen arguments for collecting absolutely everywhere, but that seems to me less about earning more money and more about competing with larger trade powers in each node. Why would you just try to compete rather than earning something out of it? That's a bit of a weird argument. Or you mean just to reduce the amount of trade they're getting? Just take it for yourself. Or privateer. Privateer is a lot better for that type of thing. Cathedrals, because it doesn't reduce the amount of money you are making as well, if you're privateering. As long as you're not also competing in that one node. These guys actually have... oh no, just the 3 fortifications. There's their army. That was quick. Let's go for Campeche. And we'll move our ships over again. And in fact, it's just occurred to me, we are... no, we're not coring in Cuba, so we can just keep on converting all of this stuff now. Go! That's a big rebel stack. Head down there. Merge you two. Okay, so how much money are we making? We have 70% control down here in the south, because we did manage to take Cabo off of them. That should go up further. Yeah, and all the money's being pushed up anyway, so that is just being modified. Now, who's doing most of the trade steering here? Soyo is, and then I'm adding another 5.7%. So all the money that goes through here gets increased by 5.7% because of my trade steering.